Almost 10:45 p.m. Saturday, February 17th, 2018. I've just gotten back home. I'm taking off my jacket. Paul's in my lap. He's still hungry. No food. Alice gave me this self-journal. And at first, I didn't want to take it. As you know, I've been trying to move away from paper, so taking in a thing like this, it's counterproductive. But recently, the Day One app has been giving me issues. Last night, I tried writing 2 separate entries from my phone for bed. And something happened. They didn't save properly. They're both null. So I'm a little disturbed by this. Concerned. It makes me want to switch away from it. Alice is leaving tomorrow morning. And I don't know when we'll see her again here. Maybe in a month, maybe longer. Would be nice to spend more time with her. Oh yeah, the other reason why I accepted this from her. She said she needs a code striver. Goes back to this bigger keyword. It's called success scaffolding. 7 P's. The 7 P success scaffolding. Framework developed by Jonathan Field's Good Life Project. Pledge. Consistency and principle. Declaration, contract. And you have your people. Possibility. Proof. Picture. Practical process. And then putting everything into practice. So we'll see how this thing can fit into my life. After all, thousands of action takers are using this journal to crush their goals and change their lives. Try not to let it sit and gather dust. Kid, come on. Get you some food. Food for my hungry doggo. Come. Paul, come. want you to eat this, all of it. It's a third cup of food. I've been waiting patiently for food. It's for you, bud. Sit. That's right. That's it. I want you to take the food. Okay. Now, Bloodhood asked that I share the blinks I have. I'm thinking about setting it up on Dropbox because I like it. So I'll make a new account. Friend or foe? You never know. Hey, Casa. Oh, there you go. Got something to knock out. Gotta stay focused on the mission, man. Gotta keep moving forward. Otherwise, ground control isn't gonna be too pleased. Let's go ahead and make up a new Dropbox account. Dropbox Basic. That's terrific. I'm glad to hear you had fun with it. I got something I need to knock out tonight. Gotta keep my promises. Evening to you, Casa. Let's take this one. Bye. See ya. See you later. 48. That's really weird. Ooh, this is a good idea. I should do this. Should go ahead and invite myself to Dropbox so I can get more space on my personal account. You've been invited to try Dropbox. see if it actually checks the last name. It doesn't. Hey. Computer's freaking out. Yeah, 7 P's. 7 P's. Success scaffolding, 7 P's. But the journal itself is called Self Journal. It's designed by Best Self in New York City. See if I can log in here. Nope. Here we go. No. Okay, let me do it. What the hell is going on here? Sometimes I make more work for myself, but I think this is a good move in general. I think it's good. It'll be good. Putting it to some use. Name. Just trying to get this other thing out of the way, so it's like shit. Oh my god, dude. This is just too much for my machine. It's freaking out. I want to get all of those blinks up into into a repository. I'm sure there's somebody's already gotten all this stuff out there. Positive of it. It's okay. Anyhow, what have you been up to? And what's up with the frame rate? Holy shit, it's bad. The signal's bad. Might be on the 2.4 gigahertz band. Basic antivirus. For some time, I used ESET's Nod 32, but now I'm just using the Windows Defender stuff. You think it's a virus? If you're at a clean slate, it's probably not a virus. I recall you mentioned something about Windows 7 installer recently. You got install media. Start shitting this stuff out. Okay, where are we at? In fact, there's one more I can do. Let's see. See if it's still available. Oh shit. Shit. It's okay. Damn, dude. Coming in pretty hot. Who pissed in your coffee? Am I Asian? Yeah. Oh, dude. Shit. I'm just not even gonna bother with this for now. Focus on getting this off the way. Quit all the extraneous stuff. I wonder. Yeah, I kind of wonder too. I think it's pretty small-minded when you think about it. Across the world, maybe not. In the West, certainly. Well, I'm gonna leave it there for now, because I just don't want to expend the energy on it. I don't have my troll command up yet, but when it's up, I'll start making judicious use of it. I got things to get done. So I'll let the trolls troll. Ignoring them is probably the best move. They'll eventually get bored. There's no quick and dirty way to get this out, huh? Nope. Yeah, just leave them alone. I'm not gonna respond to them. I don't know what you mean, though. Sublime. Paul, do you finish your food? Get up. I need to grab something real quick. See if Dago finished. He did finish his food. Good boy. You ate everything. job. Good job, kid. Where are we at? What's going on over here? Man, fucking struggling with this cable. Jody, what's going on? I'm just trying to get some work done, and I don't even know what's going on here. Some of these people, they're special. Special folks. Terrible time. Don't stay up late. I'm just here to hammer out a little bit of work. I wish. I gotta clean up. Clean up around the house. Get through the backlog. Fight it. I gotta do that because nobody else is doing it. I think for now, the really basic shit I should do is really just limited to processing through the workout stuff, getting comfortable cutting MP4s, and I'll save all the mastering and stuff for some other time. As long as it stays up on Twitch's VOD system. Clean what? Clean up. Just clean up. Consolidate. Right now it's hard drives and shit. I'm sure it'll be an entertaining movie to watch. Casa, like recently I've just been freaking out about how much stuff there is, right? About how much I'd like to do. And slowing me down from taking on new stuff, the new work. Just slowing me down. So for me, it's not a good time. Even though I'm sure it's going to be a good movie. It's going to be entertaining. The Inner Lives of Animals. Yeah, that's crazy. It's not even the challenge so much as it is just like, alright, there's some stuff that ultimately I think it's just a reframing things, right? Recognizing that there's certain things that other people can do, especially if it's all on the cloud already. Like if my process, good night, Sione. Sleep well. Hope you feel better soon. If the stuff that if I'm working on it, it's already on the cloud, then that means it's something that anybody can pull. Anybody can pull it and take a crack at it. And even though it'd be helpful as far as being able to put out some marketable content, potentially growing stream. That's not top priority yet. They're more effective uses of my time. I gotta go back and, before I add too many bells and whistles and try to pull myself in a million different directions, get back to basics, focus on what's important. First things first. So I'll put it 2 of these already. I'm just gonna push them into the Dropbox directory. Where's this at? Blinks. I don't have this. If you can identify that, then I think it's a good first step, right? Figure out, alright, what's the stuff that only I can do? And keep trucking. Keep on going. The things I do best. Some of this stuff I don't even have text. I only started doing that later. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, streaming, this whole live broadcasting is very much new territory. If you happen to know how to do everything, then you're solid. But, I mean, people can start with whatever they've got. Like, hey, if I'm really good at retro games, all I need to do is fire up an emulator, go play some old games, get that image out there. A lot of the content creation stuff, it adds a lot of value. It has potential to add huge value, but it's not necessary. There are folks, partnered streamers who don't put out anything of their own. Outside of what's created during the live stream, and that's technically excellent. Like, outside of that, they're not making highlights or anything. Maybe folks in the community will take the time to do that. Better than to start with a really simple thing that you can do every day. And from there you can add bells and whistles. You can always scale that up over time. Alright. Let's push this. My files. I just go from here. The files view. Make a folder in this. Can I? Down here? Install mobile. No, here. New shared folder. It's tough. Admittedly, like, just firing up a broadcast and expecting people to show up is, like, it's no longer like that. Just because of how easy it is to hit a button and go live. They make it easier every single day. So there's this mass proliferation of the number of channels. There's a tremendous number of new channels. A lot of them, yeah, you're right. It gets to the point now where no matter what you're doing, if you're starting today, you need to go in with a much more aggressive marketing strategy than folks that started 3-4 years ago ever needed. Like, a lot of them, just by showing up, they were able to reach a critical mass. It's all good. It's not like the old days, right? Oh, hey. Shane Train. Have I heard of Deca? People have mentioned Deca before. And some other things. Similar things. I don't know too much about those. Haven't invested the time. Just kind of slightly aware. I was reading through Powerlifting to Win just earlier tonight, sitting on a massage chair and just looking at that. And it strikes me that in order to get better at powerlifting, I need to take it a lot more seriously. I don't know how much more seriously I want to take it, at least not right now. I'd like to, though. I'd like to. There's still some things that are nagging at me, like, okay, if I was gonna do it seriously, I'd want to go, like, do frame by frame shit. I'd want to constantly be getting feedback on my lifts. And building up social media channels in tandem. Doing the whole 9 yards. But right now I don't feel comfortable doing that. Not with the state of things. It's not because I don't think I'm good enough. It's because my system, like, literally just shits to bed all the time. And until I have the cash, then I don't know. I mean, I'm with you. The lifting itself is worth it. Like, you don't have to even get really, go balls to the wall with the shit. I'm pretty happy just 6 hours a week. Just show up 3 times a week. Train hard. In like half a year of consistent work, the results are good. But whether you should do a business marketing class, if you have time for it, marketing, I think, is very interesting. But, you can also just play with it. You can absolutely just start playing. There's some principles that you should learn, though. Like some fundamental stuff. It's worth looking into. Let me get this up. Oh yeah, I need to verify my email address for Dropbox. Where is this? Inbox, come on. Just one more step. Here we go. Complete my setup. Just tap. Oh my god. Maybe before the night ends I'll do something creative, but I probably will not sing Space Oddity. Just gotta double check. Ensure this is up. There we go, that's the email I was looking for. Please verify your email address. Let me up this, get it shared, and I'll post about it on my Discord server. Because I'm filling a request right now and starting something up. Spinning up a little something. All I did was lip sync, remember? Shane Train. What do you want to sell? That's always a good place to start, right? Figure out what is it you want to offer folks. Thank you, Robert. Show you my dog. Blinkist. Well, thank you, man. I'm just showing up. I'm not too worried about. I'm really not too worried about that first step, right? It's the next steps, like the going from where I'm at to becoming an advanced lifter. That's gonna take some time. Online college courses, you could do that. There's a lot of good free material out there. I can point you, look for something like Principles of Marketing. It's a good place. Start with principles. I TA'd for this marketing, intro to marketing thing. A class at Mizzou. Fuck, it's been so long. Calves are nothing impressive. Blinks, here we go. Up these things. And let's do a little bit more. Yeah, I used to do like just burn out on push-ups every night before bed. That was back in high school. But no more. Sports related, like Nike-ish. Google Primer. Shane Train, what's this mean? You want to sell apparel? Like more than apparel. Like he started with apparel. But then they've moved on. And they've moved far. Sounds good. The Google Primer. Also, Y Combinator, if you've heard of them before. They typically work with tech startups. They have a really, really interesting section on that site, on their site, about how to make a pitch, what they're looking for in successful pitches. Business, usually people are talking about, yeah, going, write up a business plan. So figure out what goes into a business plan. Can you answer those things? If so, then maybe you have something that you can work with. Otherwise, it's just a very general idea. Oh. Get some water. Practice piano a bit, I guess. Also, try to figure out a nice process. Oh yeah, no sweats today. Freaking khakis. Boy. Shit. Yeah, there's a lot I need to do around here in order to get my space where I want it. Really basic stuff like getting the wireless access points on the right channels, avoiding interference. Let's see where we're at. Plug this hoe in. What time is it? Almost midnight. Half an hour until midnight.
as soon as I get good at this. measure. I'm gonna mess up more.
I'm missing quite a bit. Like speeding up, it's causing me to fuck up. It's okay. I think that's a good way to wind down. I might try going really, really fast as possible once. There's definitely a more efficient way to pick this up, though. I just don't know it yet. It's like everything else, breaking it down, looking for transitions, sequences and shit. What's going on? Let's see. Something is wrong here with Restream chat. And it just fixed itself. Cool. Holy shit. This thing's no joke. Damn. Gotta put this thing to good use. I didn't realize they were $40. Not making shit online anymore. So let's see what enclosures there are with this thing. Get a little card. Morning ritual, evening ritual. With the estimated time for each activity. 8 tasks. The journey starts here. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Tool that will empower you to plan your goals, take consistent action, make each day count as you walk your own path to your best self. We're fascinated by the techniques, strategies, and methodologies that help people achieve their potential and create a life they love. Goals provide a pathway between the life you have now and the direction you want to move. Sure, goals create opportunities, open doors, build your confidence, move further out of your comfort zone. So what if there was a way to make success with your goals inevitable? As a result of studying the world's top performers, we discovered there were a number of daily habits and practices they use to help ensure success. This is a 13-week planner that makes it easy to incorporate these success strategies into your own life. Okay. Cool. Commit to and believe in yourself. Have high expectations. Expect the impossible. Be open to opportunities and trust you can do it. 2. Set your goals. Figure out how to achieve them. Ensure productive hustle with the daily pages. Daily habits, morning gratitude. State your goal. Today's target. And plan the day, 30-minute blocks. Man. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot at once. Then that's the morning ritual. In the evening, celebrate your successes in a little brag zone. Every night you get a little part to document your wins, lessons learned, and the evening gratitude. From there, take action, stay hungry, implement, do the work, tick through your daily priorities, keep the needle moving in the right direction. And weekly reflection and habit tracking, where you review your week, assessing your progress, and create a streak of habits that help make success inevitable. So they have a Facebook group. Yeah. They have a Facebook group. Just start. As with anything new, you're bound to have questions, maybe even some uncertainty, but don't let that put you off from getting started. Perfection is not required. Instead, experiment with your journal, personalize it, figure out what works best for you. Remember, the best day to start your self-journal was yesterday. The next best day is today. Every day you delay means one less day to create the life you love. So what are you waiting for? You missed it. I was practicing piano for the past half hour. Seven journal principles, why they work. So, quarters, the quarterly review, essentially. Oh, you guys are both here. Why 13 weeks? It's short enough to keep the finish line in sight, long enough to achieve something substantial. Yeah, quarters. Yeah. Julie's spreadsheet. Time has a way of slipping by. Heard about this one. Great by choice. Having it in paper can't hurt. I was saying to Alice, I could just try to implement this inside of the digital journaling software I use, the app. If you're bored, just leave. Change the channel. There's no gun to your head. Your 13-week goal and your roadmap for inevitable success. A 2007 research study by British psychologist Richard Wiseman showed that 88% of people who make New Year's resolutions fail. Why is it so hard to achieve something you say you really want? It's not about luck, and it's not necessarily about hard work either. Instead, it's about your approach. Napoleon Hill said, "A dream is a goal with a deadline." Without a deadline, your dream will remain just that. So they talk about SMART goals. That's specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. So to explain how this principle works, compare the following. 1, I want to lose weight versus 2, I want to lose 10 pounds by my birthday. So you need to create a sense of urgency in yourself. Goal setting. So what better day than tomorrow? This is kind of a primer to using this journal. I want to put it to use. You know, I'm sick of sitting on things, on good stuff. It's been piling up. Like here, the stuff's been piling up. The physical space is just one manifestation of it. The hard drive's filled to the brim. Digital notebooks also overflowing. It's bad. Indicates I haven't moved forward on this one thing. It's actually getting shit done. Starting off strong in a lot of different departments, but still, like I'm coming across little problems and just losing steam. It was fun. I have a lot of fun with my life. Specific yet difficult goals led to better task performance than vague or easy goals. In other words, it's good to get out of your comfort zone. That's what it helps you with. Why 13 weeks? Focusing on quarterly accomplishments rather than 1 year, 5 year, or even 10-year goals, you'll feel more motivated to take action. You'll find it's much easier to fend off procrastination when the finish line is always in sight. When you can see the clock ticking, you feel more compelled to do the work now rather than leave it for another time. So, 13-week focus, it's a powerful way to ensure you take consistent action and get more done. That doesn't mean giving up on your bigger goals. Instead, it's about breaking them down into these bite-sized chunks so you'll be more productive. And then you can find you accomplish more in a year than you thought possible. Why create a roadmap? The aviation industry has a guideline known as the 60-to-1 rule. This rule explains that if you're 1 degree off your designated course, you'll miss your target landing spot by 92 feet for every mile you fly. This amounts to 1 mile off for every 60 miles you travel. This also means the longer you travel, the further off course you will be. The same logic applies to your goals in both life and business. By breaking your SMART goal into daily actions over a 13-week time span, you can accomplish your own 20-mile march, arrive exactly where you intended on schedule and without being burnt out. It's a technique used by some of the world's most successful entrepreneurs. That's because they know the key to success is through short-term goals, disciplined daily action, and constant tracking to ensure you stay on course. And this journal is designed to help you do the same. These are the 3 stages you need to follow. 1, the specific result, your goal. First, set a high-value target you wish to hit. Your result goal should always be a high-level target. Your result is equivalent to the finish line. For example, this could be a revenue goal, a customer acquisition number, or a weight loss target. If you were climbing Mount Everest, then reaching the summit would be your specific result. If you want to launch a product, you may define your results as $50,000 in sales. 2, progress milestones. Most people can define a specific result or goal, but many stumble when it comes to figuring out how to achieve it. In fact, it's the reason people fail their New Year's resolutions. They don't have a plan in place to help them cross the finish line. That's why step 2 is defining your progress milestones. Progress milestones are clear, trackable objectives, which can be measured so you can monitor your advancement. They're the targets you must reach to achieve your goal. In other words, they're the base camps you need to hit while climbing to the summit of Everest. Your progress milestones must be linked to your end goal, and a measurable improvement in each metric should push the needle in the right direction. For instance, for a sales target, it may have to increase your conversion rate to 15%. For weight loss, your baseline might be to drop 2 pounds a week. If writing a book, you might aim to write a chapter a week. Once identified, your progress milestones will help you identify your daily actions. What's more, you can track your progress against these using your 13-week wall calendar. Yeah, Jody. Late night. Late night. But not too much later than this. I'll wind things down properly soon. Take care of the evening ritual. 3. Actions and tasks. Your 20-mile march. With your SMART goal defined and your progress milestones laid out, it's time to take action and get the needle moving. Using the Everest metaphor again, these action steps represent your daily 20-mile march that helps you hit the base camps on the route to the summit, aka your end result. Some examples of action tasks you might take. A sales conversion action step might be to send 50 prospecting emails per day. For health progress or weight loss goals, it might be 30 minutes of cardio 3 times per week. For stronger relationships, spend 30 minutes with each of your children every week. These are the items that go into your daily self-journal entries so you can ensure you're doing the work necessary to achieve your goals. What's more, by knowing the needed daily action steps, you also have a clear idea of what you can delegate or outsource to other people. This allows you to focus your time on your highest leverage activity. So now you've explored how to set your goal, let's look at how to use the journal's daily pages to help you get there. Journal is created to help you plan your goals and reach them while also providing the framework for daily incremental progress, while one of these strategies will help you achieve your goals. The compound effect of all of them will help you get there faster without getting sidetracked by detours. Cool. You'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine. So, the morning routine. Start the day on a positive, productive note by practicing gratitude, writing down your goals. Identifying the day's top priorities. Those activities you must accomplish to ensure you take consistent action toward your goal. Plan your day with a 30-minute scheduler. Time is the greatest equalizer. Everyone has the same 24 hours in their day. The difference between those who perform at the highest level and those who consistently struggle is they're intentional with time and cautious about where they give their attention. You should be too. A robust plan can help you achieve this, so you can win the day. The key to a kick-ass day is to leave 0 or as little as possible white space on your planner. Remember, unallocated time is more likely to be squandered. The more white space you leave, the more you're not reaching your full potential for the day. This doesn't mean skipping breaks or filling your day with an unsustainable workload. Instead, it's about becoming intentional with your time and spending it wisely so you can make the maximum amount of progress each day. This means prioritizing, making time for everything that's important, and then scheduling it. Remember, what gets planned gets done. So if you want to go to the gym, plan it into your day. If you want to catch up with friends on Facebook, schedule it. Allocate a realistic time box to each activity so you know when to move on to the next thing and see your productivity and output soar. Take action. Once your day's planned out, make it happen. Hustle, stay focused, remove distractions, avoid procrastination, make progress, and tick through your priorities. That way you'll win the day and hit the evening feeling accomplished, knowing the needle has moved. Mark Twain. If it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. And if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first. The evening routine. That's the documenting of wins. Benjamin Franklin ended each carefully mapped out day of his own by asking, what good did I do today? Constant improvement. As Zig Ziglar said, what you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Lessons learned. Evening gratitude. Get this. Folks were asked to write a list of things they were grateful for before they slept. After only 3 weeks, participants reported getting a more refreshing and longer sleep. God, I've seen this thing before. Gonna have to think a little more seriously about the day, how to break it up. Because, shit, just even at a base level, there's a lot I'm trying to get done. Can you do all the things? Damn, this thing is meaty. There's a PDF you can download of this stuff. And you can kind of sketch it out in any notebook you might have, but it looks good. Like, it's kind of nice just having it all laid out and numbered. Got 3 bookmarks. Alright, let's start at the really beginning. Okay, do that. Monthly calendar, weekly planning and reflection. And it's all built up from the journal itself. Yeah. This is true, Johnny. started journaling, it was all physical stuff. I have a lot of the original stuff. The original journals. I don't know, over time I've wanted to get away from paper. Just because it's more work. Eventually it's more work I gotta chew through. What's the point? Unless it tells a story. It's just kind of noise. Just noise. I've got a few things I need to do. One, wake earlier. 2, move forward on this whole financial independence thing so I can start outsourcing more. You know, with actual getting people to get some skin in the game on my behalf consistently. Otherwise, I'm gonna start having to mow my own lawn. It's gonna, little things will eat into the day. It's not unusual, by the way, for me to mow my own lawn. More often than not, it doesn't get done. I don't want it to be that way anymore. It's almost 1. Where did the time go? Yeah, I mean literally mowing my own lawn. Literally. That's one of the things where, the cash flow being right, it's one of the tasks I would delegate to somebody else. I would totally farm that out. And maybe spend a bit of time instead focusing on more detail work. Like weeding the flower beds and stuff. Just keep things looking beautiful. But truthfully, it doesn't bother me that much. These are kind of things I inherit. Virtue of my parents enjoying working the yard. Hey, let's brush your teeth and stuff, huh? Okay. Let's try this. Two more things, I guess, before I go wind everything down. Kill this. Restrain the best. We can kill that. What's this? Rain. YouTube. What's this? Oh. I know. hell's going on? Keyframe interval 4. Oh. Something's wrong here. It's this app. I think it's because of my network. So I need to fix this. Clearly. We'll see what I can do tomorrow. Right now it's very vague. But for now, let me do this. Jot some shit down. Blink. Save this blink. It's called No One Cares About Crazy People.
Probably need to get out and take a walk soon. Like an evening walk.
Oh, I might even set an alarm for tomorrow. Just to kick things off in the right direction. Yeah, I remember that. No. I remember that. You were up until very late. I'm just gonna be moving this stuff into my room. No more puffing away. the skin of your teeth, man. Shit. I got so much stuff here. 4 minutes. This is a bit of a problem. It's too late to class, I see. I guess we'll just plug into this for now. There you go. Well, it's really the problem. The problem is really this. Right now, the chat relay is being driven through a Windows 7 virtual machine. I don't have quite enough space on my laptop to host a VM directly on it. I've got a really, really small solid state disk. I gotta clean this thing up a little bit. Quite a bit, if I want to host a Windows 7 VM. Maybe I can find a really lightweight Windows 7. This is an old machine too. Trying to make everything more resilient. Simplify. While still holding on to a lot of data. Just because I think it could be useful. Not only could, I mean it is useful. It is useful to me. Yeah, but newer is not necessarily better. Let's go ahead and make a new entry here. That's already plenty. 94 is plenty. You absolutely need to learn to touch tech with all fingers if you want to go fast. I don't like touch screens. Sounds good, man. Yeah, I need to go rest too. No. Not writing a book. It's been 10 days since the last time I sat down and wrote here. Take care, man. Sleep well. relieve himself a bit. Just darkness. Kapani. Ready? Let's go. Come on. Come. Come here. Good boy. Yeah. His name is Paul. Stay right here. Nope. Stay. Right here. Psst. Right here. I want you, like, right there. Move. Poor little guy. Sorry, I can't really keep eyes on chat while doing this. So I'll get caught up in a bit. Hey, stay here. Got nowhere you can go, bud. Gotta get this knocked out. Must. Can't afford to have you losing teeth. Okay? So I know this is unpleasant for you. Okay? Hold it. Relax. Relax, boy. All is good. Just hold it. Yes. Hold it. Good boy.
Hold it. No, wait. It's not much fun. It's good though. You did a good job. Yeah, I know. You did a fine job, little animal. Buddy. Probably be a good move to keep a towel here. I mean, it is a bathroom. Alright.
Hey, good night. If you're still out there. Whoops. Fuck. And I did such a good job too. Until then, I just wanted to show the chat. Jesus. My bad. Christ. Have yourself a good night. Sleep well. Take care, cousin. Try to be better tomorrow. Huh? See you soon.